Welcome back to another episode of The Canon, where it is my job to bring you the latest in comic book and superhero movie news. I'm your host, Terry. Time to bring you stuff that matters. So today's episode, we're going to be breaking down the brand new trailer for The Last Jedi, aka Star Wars Episode 8. So Star Wars dropped the trailer during Monday Night Football, and it was a big affair, actually. I mean, it had my hometown Chicago Bears were playing. They stormed the field, no pun intended, with stormtroopers. They really hyped it up, and then it was followed by the ticket sales after the trailer. So anyway, let's just get to the trailer. I got hyped. I mean, I don't know if I would say I got super hyped, but I am excited for the movie. It wasn't all, hey, like this action and lightsabers, yeah, I'm hyped up, let's go, we're gonna be in the theaters yelling. It was a lot of emotional parts in there. It was a lot of dark twists that might happen and things that really got you thinking. I think more than anything, the trailer blew my mind and made me hype. I was just like, wow, the theories are running 1,000 miles a minute. And you know how Star Wars is. It's been theories since Last Jedi. Since The Force Awakens. So this trailer just really, it got the wheel moving again. It was so many different questions. So if you didn't see the trailer, of course you'll watch it first. There's going to be spoilers. So I don't even know where to start. I think for me, the whole setup with Kylo Ren about to kill Leia, I don't know if that happens. I mean, we all know they shot the movie before Carrie passed away, and so there's no way they could have did reshoots or set up a scene that wasn't there. So it almost seems like that's a scene where Kylo is going to go against his better judgment and or go against his heart and not kill his mother, because killing his dad was one thing who might have been distant, but his mom is a whole different level. So that's kind of what I feel, but I'm not sure. I mean, it's easy to have a scene with her looking to the sky and then they just cut to the ship exploding. Like, they could add that in. So, but I don't know. There's something more with Kylo that we don't know about. He's not a straight up villain. So there's some complexities to him, and I don't think that they would just have him kill two of the most revered characters in Star Wars, because how do you expect the fans to ever be back on his side? So I don't know if he actually is going to do that. I think that's more of a setup. And if he was, I don't think they would show the actual moment in the trailer. So I think that was a setup. Now, Luke, we hear Luke talking. Luke isn't this Yoda type figure that everybody wanted. He seems like a scared old man. Not just saying he's not powerful, but he's like, oh crap, Rey, you got a lot of power. I've seen this before with Kylo. He messed things up. I'm not going for it. So it seems like he don't want nothing to do with it. That's interesting. I thought it would be a very different take. I thought it would be kind of Yoda, like, I've been waiting for you. Me and you are going to correct the balance and all that. No, it's kind of like, nah, man, I'm out the game. Leave me alone. It's the classic hesitant mentor that we've seen in other movies, but not really with Star Wars. So the one thing that like really captures everybody's attention, and it captured my attention, is the whole ending with Rey talking about having somebody show her place, and then they showing Kylo. So here's the thing with this. I think this was a mistake, because there's only one or two outcomes to this. Either that's the actual scene, which it seems very plausible that it's not, but either it's the actual scene, and then you really just kind of dropped a really big spoiler to a potential team up that the fans could have experienced in theaters. Or the more likely scenario, it was, trailer magic. They cut two scenes together to make it seem like it. Well, if that's the case, then we're going into the movie with a very well-known misdirect. And so it's kind of like I know it's coming either way. Like, even though I don't know which one it is, I know either you're going to... So let's just say either you're going to have Rey and Kylo team up, or I know Kylo and Rey are going to have nothing to do with each other. Or even if there's a moment where they seem like they might team up, I know she's not going to choose to go with him, because in the trailer you're pushing me one way to misdirect me in the movie. So I feel like it was a mistake, because I never even would have contemplated that scenario. Like, we seen her trying to talk to her, and we seen Kylo trying to talk to Rey in the first movie. But, you know, that's typical bad guy trying to recruit the good guy. I didn't think that was going to be a thing again. And so the fact that you put in a trailer, now I'm going into the movie aware of it and waiting for it. So even if it happens, it's not a surprise. Or if it doesn't happen, okay, I was ready for that misdirect. So I think that was a mistake. The other stuff, though, looks good. I mean, I thought Rogue One looked very well for kind of a throwback looking Star Wars, but with really great updated effects. And so I think this is just continuing that, where you got Star Wars at the height of its powers with all the visual effects that you've always wanted. And so Force Awakens definitely returned you back to Star Wars after all these years. And I do think that we're going to get the same thing from The Last Jedi. I mean, but I think it's going to be on a bigger scale. Like, we saw a little bit of space fighting, kinda, in Force Awakens, but in The Last Jedi, it seems like it's going to be a lot more fighting going on in ships. It seems like Kylo's actually a really good pilot, which seems to be a trait of strong Jedi. So I'm excited for all of that. The visuals look amazing. The worlds, all that looks good. This isn't about the visuals. We know Star Wars is going to be breathtaking visually because it's the golden standard. But it's about the story. Where is this all going? And so for me, even though they might have spoiled it a little in the trailer, I tend to think that we're going to end this movie with a Kylo Rey team up, and either Luke is dead, or Luke now has to find a way in the third one to turn one of them back to the light side, or they got to figure out a way as a resistance to beat these two foes. I also think Rey and Kylo are going, or Kylo himself is going to kill Snoke, one or the other, and I think they might too become the bad guys. So I think it's very far-fetched, but right now that's just my gut feeling. I wouldn't be mad at that. I think that would be a twist. That'd be exciting. A lot of people have always said, well, I think Rey's going to go dark, Kylo's going to go light. Doesn't seem that way at all. Kylo seems more evil than ever in this one, so we'll have to see. But overall, man, you know, the only thing I'm hyped about is this Finn versus Phasma, and it seems like the whole world is, and that's just how you know you did a good job as a character. When we're so invested in the character, we only saw one time. So I really want redemption for Finn. I really want him to actually be able to fight and not just, get thrown in there with a Jedi. I want him to be able to actually throw down. And we want more Phasma. We want to see Gwendolyn Christie actually be able to do something. So outside of that, the one thing I would say is I was not expecting a lot of Kylo in this movie. I really thought this was going to be a story of Luke and then accented with Rey. And throughout the movie, we're going to transition to a story just about Rey. But I thought Kylo would be sprinkled in kind of as a background character, the antagonist. I didn't think we were going to go deeper into Kylo. I thought he killed his dad and we're done with that. He's evil. But it seems like this trailer says the movie is all about who is Kylo, who is Rey, and what do they mean. It seems as if they both have an equal amount of power. So that's pretty exciting. I didn't expect that, but I like it. I like Kylo as a character. I'm not fond of Adam Driver playing him, but I will say that scene where he was about to shoot Leia, I saw more acting and emotion in Adam Driver's face than I've seen in any movie he's done. So, he is a top level dude, but I just think his strength in acting is not in a demonstrative character. It's more in the subtle characters. But it seems like he might be able to bring some of that chops. Let's see if, this time around he's actually able to bring some power and enthusiasm into the Kylo role. So I like Kylo. I'm excited that he's going to get more, and I'm ready to see about the Knights of Ren and all that. And then the last thing I'll say is that one shot that nobody really talked about, that shot of Rey like screaming with Snoke. And I heard a rumor that Snoke like sucks the life force or, the force out of Jedi. So that might be what he's doing. He might be torturing her. I don't think he's going to kill her because he needs her. But I don't know. I'm ready to see it. That's interesting. If he's not a Sith, if he's more of an alien that steals the force, then why is Kylo working with him? So that might be more reason for Kylo and Rey to fight him. I don't know. So I'm wondering what that's about. But I'll say Daisy Ridley is great at getting tortured. She really can act in that way. So yeah, that's my thoughts on the trailer. I'm definitely excited. How about the tickets going on sale, man? It was a fight to get my ticket, but I got my ticket. Not happy with the time. They're not doing IMAX that Thursday until 9:30. I'm used to 7 o'clock. I'm not happy about that. But, man, I tell you, I was waiting until the trailer started refreshing. And as soon as the trailer started refresh, went to get my ticket, there was like rolls already sold out. I'm like, how is that even possible? So, yeah, it's real out here. But I don't think, talking about box office, I don't think this movie is going to do the same thing The Force Awakens did. Because while a lot of people liked it and a lot of Star Wars heads are excited, you got to acknowledge there was about a good 40% of the people that were turned off by The Force Awakens because they said, wow, that was just such a ripoff of A New Hope. And so while everybody came out to see the new movie because they haven't seen Star Wars in so long, it doesn't mean that everybody left satisfied. So I don't think it's going to do that. I'm looking at the theater times. It's a lot more than usual, but it's not like last time. Last time there was a showing every hour, all the way. I'm talking about 1 a.m., 3 a.m., 4 a.m. Theaters were open round the clock to show The Force Awakens. I don't think that's going to happen with The Last Jedi, but I do think it's going to be a more complete movie. I think you're going to have the characters, the fun, the visuals, but you're also going to have a lot more emotion and depth of story. So, really excited for it. Anyway, that was my thoughts on the Last Jedi trailer. Go to the comment section, let me know what you thought. Thumbs up, subscribe, and if you heard it here, it's official canon.